This is why inflation's never going to end. Um, Someone just sent me this link. It wasn't even on my radar. Actually, I didn't even know about this. Um, but someone sent me the link, and I figured I would take a look. And you do notice it says this is to help out people who have land contract homes. If you don't know what land contract is, it's when you don't really go through a bank to get your financing. The current homeowner will finance the home for you. Interest rates usually a little bit higher, but it's hard to get any kind of help on those types of deals, and I think that's what this program was for. But I just see another $250 million getting put up. Where's all the money coming from? There's so much money. I saw our governor on TV talking about giving back rebate checks if you had a car and you paid, Secretary of State. I'm assuming that's from the overfunded accident fund or something. $250 million here, $250 million there. like, there's so much money sloshing around the system. I don't know where do we go from here. And everyone's trying to figure out, why do we have inflation? Why did we extend the college repayment plan in January? There's jobs everywhere. Wages are going up. People are getting big raises. We can pay our school loans back. But instead of paying our school loans, that money's still now getting pumped into the economy, because if let's just say a family has two student loans between the two of them, $500 a pop a piece, you're at $1,000 a month. They're not paying that, so that money is going probably into buying stuff. Extra money driving inflation up. There's just stuff like this. There was a lot of stories in the last 18 months of people who were still working, but they weren't paying their rent or their mortgages or their land contract home payments because they didn't have to. And they went and bought RVs, and they bought boats, and they went on vacations. So instead of paying the stuff we were supposed to pay, we said, oh, we don't have to pay it right now, so we're going to go buy some more stuff. So on top of it, you don't pay the bills you're supposed to pay, and then you're going to get help on top of it. Until all this money that is sloshing around out there dries up, inflation is going to be a Mickey Ficky. It took like 5 to 7 years of interest rate raises back in the 70s and early 80s until it went to like 16%. More home mortgages are like 16% before they started to curb inflation. And then another 5 to 7 plus years for rates to come down. That's how long it took to right the ship on inflation. So we're not done with the money yet. We still got too much money in the system to where people don't have to work. They're Jesus Christ. The more you think about it, the more insane it becomes. And I just don't see how, short of crashing the economy or massive interest rate hikes, which will probably crash the economy, how do we get out of this? Do people need if we would have paid our bills, we wouldn't need a $250 million fund right now. There were some people that honestly needed help, and we should get them the help, or we should have gotten them the help. But we're like 2 years past it now. I just don't know. It's a day of frustration because you see what you're dealing with oil prices, what you're dealing with inflation, what you're dealing with the worker shortage, what you're dealing with on the supply chain side. If you're trying to buy something, if you're trying to run a business, if you're trying to have a career anywhere, you're trying to buy a house, and the housing market's ridiculous. Everywhere you go, economically, it's just not a fun place right now. But anyways, is something like this going on in your state? Are they pushing more programs? Where's the money coming from? How do we get out of this mess? If you have some thoughts, drop a comment below.